Hello my convicts, yes it is I, the Kappa convict, bringing you guys another video. And yes, the title of the video is true. We are today going to not use circle R1 and L1 to cycle through to use different builds, but we're actually going to use the macros on the back. So I've set up the macros on the back. I would recommend to you guys, if you're going to set up macros, use the interval short press. Use that interval. Null doesn't work, but short press does. You basically can tap it just as anything, just as normal, and it will actually do it. With the null one, it just doesn't recognize it. It was just doing circle and that was it. It literally wouldn't do anything else. So it needs to be the short press one, and that way then it will get you to where you need to be. So without further ado, let's jump in and play some Fortnite. So probably some people may be asking already, why would you want to add shortcuts? You know, what is the point? Is it a good controller? You know, all these questions about the Narcon. And I would say yes, the Narcon is a good controller. I've used it since I've had it. I've stuck with it. And since all the updates and everything, and there's been no new updates, it's been absolutely perfect. It's been spot on. There's been nothing wrong with this at all. And I find it really easy. So what I've done is the normal button I normally use to jump, the corner button on the right is my jump. The one next to that one, which is the flat one on the back, which if I look at the back, hits M1. That will make me now start to build walls. So that's just circle. The one next to that one will help me to build stairs. And the very end one will be floors, as you can see there. Now, one thing you do need to do, and it's important, that if you use such as like stairs, make sure you press the circle macro on the back to cancel it. What you can do is bypass anything now by just clicking it, and then you can click any of the macros on the back and it will cancel. But sometimes if you do that, say for instance like that, can you see? I press stairs and I press stairs again, and for some weird reason it went to try and build a wall. So if I do it again, so press stairs, stairs again will cancel, and then stairs again, stairs again, stairs again, stairs again, stairs again, stairs again. Okay, it's not doing it this time. Before, it sometimes does mess up. So what about now? Floor, 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 floor. No, it's, oh well, as you can see, it's glitching a little bit because it was trying to do a wall there. But I found it was easier to cancel with macro number 1, which is next to my jump button. So the X button just basically is under, I did put it as null, but I would probably say use that as short press as well for your jump button. I wanted to be able to still jump like normal without having to press X on my controller or use my right thumbstick for jump. I just wanted to keep it as normal as possible. So let's jump in and see how well we can do. Now it is a bit confusing for me. This is the very second time I've used the macros, so don't expect any amazing plays because I'm still kind of trying to get used to the whole using only the back buttons instead of the front. So you'll have to bear with me. Ooh, yes, we'll definitely take some shield. So do bear with me. It will take me a little bit to get used to it. Right. Sorry, Mr. Ted, but I need to get rid of your car. I need what's in this chest. Thank you. Oh, yes, my favorite weapon of all. It's the C4. These babies are so much fun. You use your right trigger to throw them, left trigger to blow them up, and they can be so much fun. I've trolled so many people with C4. It's been kind of funny. I have enjoyed using them, so we definitely may try and do that in this gameplay, if we can. But the main thing to focus on really is the building aspect. So as you can see, I'm going to press the M1 on my back of my controller, and as you can see now I can build wall. I can press it again and it'll disappear. I can press the other one, build stairs, and I can build floors. And I'm not using any front buttons, and what's really good about it is it's a shortcut. I'm not having to press circle at all. I can get away with not having to press it, and it makes life so much easier. Let me just swap this round here. Oh, okay. Now you can die with it. Sorry. The other guy is probably thinking to himself, please turn around, shoot the other guy. They're like, no, you're gonna die. Sorry, buddy. Right, let's fill my belly up. There we go. Gonna have some good stuff. Ooh. I'm tempted to drop something. I'm gonna take the heals. The heals for the feels. Now it's kind of awkward a little bit. It's gonna take a little bit of getting used to. I will admit that you're not gonna be able to just do this straight away and be a god at it, because the way you hold your controller, or the way I hold my controller especially, is a little bit different to how I'm holding it now. I'm having to hold it a little bit so I can get my left hand to my back triggers, and it does feel really weird at the moment for me. So let's have a look. So as you can see, I'm still getting used to it a little bit. So you could run up here, press the back trigger. I've got my things, as you can see, cancel it. I can build a wall quickly like this. I can build some floors. I can build some floors like this. It's pretty easy to do. Just be careful, because sometimes I've noticed a little bit, it does kind of mess with L1 and R1 on your guns, which is kind of weird. It very rarely does it, but just have to be aware of that. The macros can be a little bit jittery. So let's go up top actually. Okay. So mainly, as you can see, I'm just running around like a lunatic, but I'm just more or less trying to demonstrate the fact that you can use macros, and they are pretty simple to do, as you can see. So yeah, so if anyone came in, I could go like that and cancel it, pick that up. Ooh, we have a taker. Now I want to build stairs. As you can see, it can be a little bit glitchy. No, try again. Get out of my face, buddy. Luckily you didn't have my gun. Otherwise that would have probably gone a bit worse. I was struggling a little bit there. But like I said, it's going to take a little bit of getting used to the macros. I could probably even C4 them. But hey ho. Luckily that guy does not have no thumbs. And we made it through. So it does kind of feel weird. But as you can see, I did press stairs there. So that's what I mean by when you do it, make sure that you cancel with the circle, with the macro on the back. Not circle as the button, but the macro for circle. Because sometimes it does mess up what you're trying to do. Shall we have some fun with this guy? I think we should. Yeah, have some C4, buddy. Come on, you know you want some. Just toying with him. Okay, okay. What are you doing, buddy? I'm being a roll pain in the butt. Nope. Nice try there, buddy. Come on, what are we gonna do? As you can see, I am not doing well with the macros at the moment. And as you can see, it is difficult. It's difficult to get into, to try and learn it, to sort of get into the practice of pressing it. It's kind of weird. I almost feel I want the corner edges to be my wall and my stairs. But it's just going to take some practice. So let's jump in again and try again. I don't know what's happening there, but it just seemed to be messing about just a little bit. but maybe it's because I didn't press circle. Just make sure you press circle each time, not the circle on the front pad, but M1 if you use M1, because I'm using M3 on the back, which is a corner piece to jump, and then the one next to that, which is M1 on the right hand side of your pad, how you hold it. And I'm using that to be the walls, to be the just circle on its own. So I've got jump and circle next to each other, X and circle next to each other, and then obviously the layout for stairs and floors to be the other two on the opposite side, the corner edge being the floors and the other being the stairs. Now you could probably change them around a little bit. I might toy around with it just a little bit, just get into the rhythm of the get into the practice of that should be that and that should be that, because you could probably have the other edge, have one edge as X, the other edge as circle, and then the two in the middle as stairs and floors. Maybe that would work better. So let's jump in again and see how we can do. It just takes some practice. Once you get into the rhythm of knowing the new technique and the new buttons and everything, it should be pretty easy. Even sometimes if you feel that you want to press circle, just press circle if you have to. You feel pressing the button, especially at that moment where I was getting shot by the other guy, I could have really pressed circle. But I just wanted to try and demonstrate using just macros on the back. So that's break these. We need some resources. We're going to do some building. I'm going to run over here. The servers have been acting up something chronic today though. I'm guessing that the servers are having slight problems because they seem a bit laggy. Right, I'm going to go up, up, up. And I pressed the wrong button now. I meant to press circle. I should have pressed circle first and done that like that. There we go. Well, I'll have you. Bro, stop shooting me. I'm trying to demonstrate the power of macros. And you're being rude. Ooh, a chug jug. I wonder if we've got time to get it. I think we do. Hooray! Break this car down. See what's in you. We'll have you and you. Thank you. Right, let's get out of here. Build up here. So I'm getting kind of used to it. I'm getting there now. I feel a little bit more there with it. Hiya. What are you doing, buddy? Apart from being a ding dong. Sorry, buddy. But you should have been paying a little bit more attention to who was here, rather than to what goodies you can collect. Which I need to start doing, because I'm kind of not paying attention right now at this moment in time. Alright, we'll have you and have you. That's one thing you need to always make sure. You're always observant of what's happening around you. Don't just hope that people won't shoot you, because they will. I might change my jump to short press. At the moment, like I said, I would recommend to you guys put everything on interval of short press, because I don't know, my jump button sometimes feels like it's not working, and I put mine on null, which is my fault. We'll have you. Ooh, a launch pad. We definitely need you, because we might need to launch pad into the next area. I'm getting that. I did that quite smooth. Ooh, medkit. I'll take you instead of you. Okay. I like my meds. I really want a green pump because they are way, way better. But for now, I guess we'll make do. So we need some more resources. Let's get doing it. And then if we need to, we can go and do a jump and fly into the map with the landing pad. But to be honest, we are pretty close, so I don't think I really need to bother with that as much. Yeah, I definitely will change the jump to short press. It's not responding as it should be. It feels like there's a delay in it jumping, either that or this server is quite laggy. Which could be the server, because for some weird reason the loading screen kept loading up on me earlier. I just kept getting loading screen as I just jumped into the beginning where you're all waiting, the waiting area. It just seemed to be constantly throwing up the loading screen, then going back into the game, then throwing up the loading screen, then going back in. I was like, what are you doing? So I think we'll get there. Now the reason why I mainly use macros, and I think it's a good idea to use macros in game, is for such as PC players. There's one person I've been following a lot on Twitch and I've been watching him a lot as well. He's called Hyper Ninja, or as a lot of people know him as just Ninja, and he is probably one of the best Fortnite players I've ever seen play, and he just absolutely dominates, and he does it through keyboard and mouse through PC, so respect for that, because I don't know how some people play with keyboard and mouse. It is pretty tough. I feel it is pretty tough for me. Can you put that away? Thank you. Can you jump up there? Thank you. So huge respect for that, because it's not the easiest thing to do. I've been trying to do a bit of practicing with it, and it is pretty hard to do. And he was playing with Drake. Of all people, the rapper Drake also has joined him. So if you want to see Drake playing Fortnite, you definitely want to be following him on Twitch. Just look for Hyper Ninja or type in the word ninja. I'm sure you'll find it on there as well. Hello, buddy. You're dead now. And yeah, definitely follow him and check him out. Because if you want to learn some good stuff on here, then he's definitely the right person to be learning from. Right, let's get down there. So I'm only using macros, so every time I use my buildings, I'm only using macros as well, guys. So use the macro on the back, there we go. I don't know why it keeps putting me on medkit, that's kind of weird. Where are you? See what I mean? That's weird, it puts me on to medkit. Let me see if that does that again. And then cancel? No, it's not done it that time. That's kind of weird. I'm not too sure what that is. Excuse my little build there, but I just wanted to find out if it was going to do it again. If I do stairs and press that. No, it's not doing it now. That's kind of weird. What if I spam it? Ah, can you see? Can you see what it's doing? Hiya, buddy. No. Bad mistake, buddy. Ooh, he's got what I want as well. He's got my pump. And we've got some bandages, but we... Oh, no. We don't want to waste. There we go. And we'll take We'll take some bombs. I really need some bombs for later on. So you see that me demonstrating that you could use stairs, and that threw him off because I had the high ground. Anakin. A lot of people have been using that meme of Obi-Wan saying, Anakin, I have the high ground, and then Anakin does the jump, obviously to fall to his demise of the lightsaber, cutting off his arms and legs. Where are you? He's over there somewhere. I'm not going to worry about you too much. Let's get over here. Question of the day. No, okay. I'm not taking any chances. Almost pressing circle down, like, no you don't. Don't press circle. So yeah, I've noticed if you spam the button, it will kind of make it glitch out a little bit. No, sorry Archie, but no. Where's my, I was going to say, oh okay, I can't build up there, that's why. That's kind of weird. I didn't want to bounce, but okay. Yeah, that's fine, okay. You little monkey, you. I love you, Chug Jug, thank you. You haven't put no traps in, have you? No, good. Well, we're going to be in the storm, but I'd rather be in the storm and have my Chug. Chug, 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 chug. There we go. We'll have you, and we'll take you, and just grab a load of this, and there we go. So yeah, if you spam it and keep tapping it rapidly, your macros, it causes it to do that weird picking another gun. So be aware of that, guys. Try not to spam your macros too much. Like tap, 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 because it will cause you to do some weird stuff. There we go. As you can see, I'm now on the med kit. That's interesting. I wonder if it does that if I just press circle. Let's see. If I build there, press circle instead to cancel my blueprint. Now that could just be just a bug issue with the macros, possibly. Okay, I wanted to build, but apparently... Oh, okay. I did press circle that time, because I just literally reacted to that guy shooting me there. But I'll go back to macro. Don't press circle. Press your macro. Okay. Now I want to build up here like that. Thank you. There we go. That is interesting. No. Come and get me, buddy. I know where you are. You're over there. Get in. I don't like snipers because he only has to hit me once. But, hey ho. Ooh, I've got another shield. I didn't know I had two. Interesting. Gotcha. So what we're going to do now is we're going to not do that. We're going to build up. No, that. Yeah, you are bugging out a little bit, aren't you? Get out of it. Ooh, I want that. I don't want you. There we go. Let's go. Go, 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 go. So what we're going to do now, let's build some stairs. And we can get back into the circle here. That one, place, and go. There we go. And now we can sail back into the circle. There we go. Whee! Anybody around? No? Oh, we'll get over here then. There we go. So it is a little bit buggy. It is a little bit buggy, I must admit. The macros can bug out just a little bit. Okay. I tried too much there to rush. I should have built a wall, but there we go. I'm not bothered about winning. It was more about just explaining and practicing a little bit with macros to sort of get in there and see how we felt with it. So there you go, guys. So the macros do work, and they work really well. I would say if you're going to use them, put them on an interval of short for all of them. For the one that's just jump, and for the others as well. Let me just get off this screen so you're not going to hear explosions while I'm talking. So they do work. It takes a little bit of practice to get into them, and eventually you'll get there. Do be aware though, when using macros on the back, sometimes it can interfere with the L1 and R1 and put your gun onto something else. Especially if you tap it, it can sometimes mess it up. So be aware of that, because that might happen. You could probably put it on a medium press, but then it means you're going to have to hold it in that little bit longer to get it to respond. And maybe I might try that and see what we can do. But for now, it's just to show you, yes, you can use macros on your back of your controller to basically build like a boss. It just takes a little bit of practice. You'll get in there. I'll keep practicing with the macros as they are right now. And then obviously I can demonstrate much better, because this is my official first trying of actually using it properly on Fortnite in a match, rather than just going in there and just sort of tampering to see what intervals work with what. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to hit that like, subscribe if you're new. Then you can also become one of Kappa's convicts. And yes, it is I, the Kappa convict. I'm signing out, guys, and as always, I salute you guys, and I will see you in another video. Bye for now.